Everyone, it's me, JigglypuffWithAGun, and it occurred to me that ever since I got my new channel here, I haven't done any vlogging. And on my old channel, I used to do vlogs a lot, and sometimes it would just be like this, me sitting around in my room, just talking on the webcam. I get this more situated here, getting more centered. Yeah, that's a bit better. And sometimes it would be me playing a game, usually Minecraft, while I'm talking. And I would record the audio, and then I would, play a little bit of a game, usually Minecraft, and then I would put the audio over the video. But anyway, my first vlog on this channel, and if you're coming from my old channel, and yeah, you're probably familiar with me and what I look like in my vlogs and stuff. And if you're a new person who wasn't familiar with my old channel, yeah, this is my room. I'm in a loft. It's on the third floor of this house condo. My hair's a mess, I'm sorry. It also gets very hot in here because I have skylights and heat rises and everything else, but so yeah, I had all kinds of things I wanted to say, and I turned on the camera and phew, right out the window. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, this is me. I'm JigglypuffWithAGun. Yes, I am a girl. This is my Justice League t-shirt. I only own like 3 or 4 t-shirts, so in my vlogs you'll see me wearing the same shirt quite often. I do change my clothes, it's just that I don't own many shirts, and I have a few that I love, so they come up a lot. And also, if you're new, I'll show you my tattoos, because those are usually crowd pleasers. And this is my Metroid tattoo, Screw Attack, Green Lantern, and No Day But Today, which is the tagline from Aran. That was my first tattoo. Symbol from Heroes, that was my second tattoo. This was my third, and this one is my newest. I got that one around my birthday this year. So yeah, those are my tattoos. Just thought I would properly introduce you. Yeah, I just wanted to, fire up another vlog here, so that, if you're new, you could get, finally get to see me, and just to, talk about this channel a bit. So far, it's been all Minecraft, and I'm gonna keep doing Minecraft, but I do intend to branch out into other games on my old channel, which I will link to if you've never seen it. I used to do what was called drive-by Let's Plays, where I would sit down and play a short game all in one sitting and then upload it all at once. The reason why I haven't done that yet, even though I always intended to when I moved to this channel, is I haven't found a good game to do that with yet. I mean, I was even having trouble thinking of ones on my old channel. And when I decided I was going to start doing Minecraft, because when I initially did Minecraft in my blogs, I said I wasn't going to do Minecraft. Obviously things changed, but yeah, the reason why I keep doing Minecraft is just because it's, easy to turn on hardcore mode and turn on fraps and just keep going until I die, or in the case of the hazard crash stuff, I happened to know that there was an event coming up and I signed up for it, and once again it wasn't hard to turn on fraps and record it. Rendering takes the most time because I render in HD. I didn't do that on my old channel. I started doing that on my new one, and that was one of the changes that I made for when I switched channels to make, higher quality videos. I do render in HD, and it does take a very long time, so it sometimes takes me a day or two to get the videos up because I need my computer for other things. I'm also now on Skype I didn't have that on my old channel. I'd mentioned Skype, but I only had my work Skype, which was, you know, private. Now I have a personal Skype. Because I usually have Skype on for work, I can't guarantee I'll be on Skype often. But if you want to talk to me on Skype, you can put in JigglypuffWithAGun, same as this channel. Or, my name on there is, and I'll put that on there as well in the description, Frankie Aran. Frankie is in Frankie Stein, and Aran is in Samus Aran. I Kaiser Soze'd myself off of my nightstand, to be honest. I had to put in a real name, and I didn't want to put in my actual real name or any of my pseudonyms, so I looked at my nightstand and I was like, well, what can I, you know, use here? But for the drive-by Let's Plays on my old channel, I kind of got known for doing girly games, because my first one that I ever did was Winx Club. And I'd actually never seen the show or anything, and people are still constantly giving me details about the show, even though I said right in the Let's Play I wasn't, you know, a fan of it, and I never intended to watch it. But, you know, thanks for enlightening me. I'm glad I didn't offend fans of the show too much while I was playing the game. And I also did Monster High, which I actually am a fan of in real life. I collect dolls. I do have several of the Monster High dolls, although none of the more recent ones. And I'm aware there's a new Monster High game, I just haven't played it yet. It's like way on my backlog here. I've actually got quite a bit of free time right now. I'm on Hazard Craft a lot with said free time, but you know, I could devote it to other things if, you know, I wanted to, but it's not just a matter of time, which I can at any moment, you know, have none of. I can go from having all the time in the world to hardly any. But it's also a matter of privacy. I share this house with my mother and my grandmother. My loft space is open and right over my grandmother's room. My mother works nights, so, you know, she's usually asleep during the day, and my grandmother works days, and she's usually in her room in the evenings and at night. So, it's just, and then the walls are paper thin, so it's just very hard for me to have, you know, the time and the privacy to sit down and, you know, talk without disturbing anybody. And in a couple of my videos, I've mentioned, you know, trying to record while people are still sitting here, and you've, you know, at least like awkward pauses while I'm trying to listen to what's going on and stuff. Anyway, yeah, there's that. And another thing is, you know, I very much want to make this a channel that's not just about me, because, you know, any idiot can, you know, fire up Minecraft and Fraps and put it on YouTube. Several people do. I'm not saying they're idiots, I'm just saying that, you know, it's a very easy thing to do, so a lot of people do that. And I want my channel to be, you know, more centered around, you know, other people. And what that means is, you know, I've been showcasing the skins that people make for me. Nobby ended up making me another skin, which I'm using now as my personal skin. And he told me I didn't have to use his seed again, which it's good, because one, it was a very bad luck seed. That was the one where I got blown up by creepers left and right. But also, I like to do, you know, seeds blind for my hardcore Let's Plays, because that's part of the challenge. I don't know what's going on with the seed when I fire it up. But, you know, several people on Minecraft forums have, you know, made me skins. I'll be showing them off in the future and putting their names in the title. But if you have a skin, not necessarily for me, but one you just want to show off, let me know and I'll upload it for the video, and, you know, use your name as the seed. If you have a texture pack you want me to look at, go ahead and point me in the direction. I'll, you know, try using it for a video, and if it's not absolutely eye-searing, then, you know, I'll give my feedback on it as I'm playing. And if you just have general questions or requests or anything, then let me know. And questions I tend to get to, if I don't answer them in the comments, or if you send them as a private message in there, because sometimes they do stack up and I don't get to them. then, especially since the email attached to this YouTube is not my personal email, so I've got to, you know, remember to log into that one. Usually I do that when I log into YouTube. But if I don't, you know, answer your question right when you ask it, or respond to your comment right when you comment, then it could be because I'm saving it for a vlog. And, you know, I usually do Q&As pretty regularly. So, you know, if I, you know, miss your question or forget your question, then just go ahead and ask it again, and I'll, you know, remember to put it on the next video, or I'll answer it in the comments if, you know, you want an answer now. And like I said, if you just have something you want to show off, and, you know, if it's Minecraft related, I'll put it in a Minecraft video. If you know, want me to plug something, I'll plug it, take a look at it, plug it. If you have suggestions for, you know, games that I can get through quickly. I don't have good gaming skills, and I also can't do scary games. I love watching other people play them, but I have such bad anxiety, I just cannot play them. So I won't be playing Slender, I won't be playing SCP, I won't be playing, you know, any of those that are really popular to play, because, you know, I can't. It would just be me curling up into a ball within the first couple of seconds. It wouldn't be very fun. But, yeah, so I won't be playing those, but if you can think of, you know, a quick game, it can be a browser game, it can be a download game. I do ask that, you know, it can be free. I'll also take recommendations for Game Boy Advance games. I've been using the Game Boy Advance emulator to do, like, the Wings Club game that I used an emulator. But on average, I should be able to, with my limited video gaming skills, I do have a game controller, get through it in approximately 3 to 4 hours. That's what constitutes a drive-by. And another question I wanted to ask is, I still have my DC Universe Online account. Now, I don't play anymore. I just kind of got tired of it. But if you would like to see me, you know, start a new character and walk through the new campaign with the knowledge that I have of comics, then let me know, and I'll, you know, go ahead and do maybe like a sample video, and if that goes over well, then I'll keep going. Because, like, if you start the campaign with Batman as your mentor, and you immediately start with your first quest, your first mission involves stopping the Scarecrow, who appeared in one of the movies, the first movie. And actually, technically, he appeared in all the movies, but he was the main villain of the first movie. And of course, the Joker is around. He's always around. And then, like, the second mission for the Batman track, although you can get it on any mentor, is, it involves, and I do mean any mentor, you can get with the villains as well, involves Bane, as he appears in the comics rather than in the movies. And that might be interesting for people to see if, you know, they saw Bane in the movies but aren't familiar with him from the comics. Because he is a very different character. I did like Bane in the movies, don't get me wrong. I like the movies, I love the movies. But Bane in the comics was a very different character. And, you know, the DC Universe Online uses the comic version of Bane. And it would be, that would probably be like the most, you know, simple way of showing that off, rather than just me, you know, sitting here and telling you the differences between comic book Bane and movie Bane. So, yeah, I can do that. And also the mentors that you can pick for DC Universe Online. You can get Superman, who's, I'll explain this in a minute. You get Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, if you are choosing a hero. Or you can get Lex Luthor, the Joker, or Cersei if you're a villain. And all that does, changing when you select your mentor, is your very first mission is going to be unique to your mentor. Your mid-level mission, when you reach the halfway point of max level will be unique. Although you can, bring other people from other mentors in with you later. So, it's not for the dungeon part anyway. They can't actually get the quest, but you could bring them into the dungeon part. And then for the final mission, when you get, max level, that's different for each mentor. And there are similarities between them, but for each mentor, it's a different, unique experience. So, say off the top of my head, if I chose Superman for my mentor, then the first mission would be dealing with Gorilla Grodd, who is a Flash villain. If the Flash is also involved, you'll see him during the mission. And like I said, for Batman, it deals with a Scarecrow, and also Batwoman is the one that you end up helping out. And then for Wonder Woman, the first villain is Felix Faust, I believe. I think that's when you deal with Felix Faust. I know you end up having to work with Zatanna, though. Another thing about the Wonder Woman track is you have to be really, really big comic book geek to understand who most of the characters in her mission are, because not a lot of people follow Wonder Woman or the magic side of DC Universe, which is sad because they are, interesting characters. And then, on the villain side with Lex Luthor, you start out with fighting against Power Girl and helping out Parasite. And Power Girl is, well, that's a whole different thing. All you really need to know is she's Supergirl from an alternate universe. That's it. But it's also probably, the Batman has the most interesting hero starting mission, and Lex Luthor has the most interesting villain starting mission. With the Joker, you basically just get out there and start, causing chaos and helping his clowns. And you end up meeting up with Catwoman and fighting Huntress. And for Cersei's, I don't remember anything. I've had 2 villains that I've had Cersei mentored, and I don't remember anything. I'm sorry. Usually, though, for the mid and end level missions, the heroes and villains will be mirrored versions of each other. They'll be like the same thing, same general mission, just you'll be doing it from either the hero's point of view or the villain's point of view. So, like, Superman's final mission, you end up having to go into the Hall of Doom where Superman is, captured and fighting Lex Luthor. Whereas Lex Luthor's final mission, you end up going to the Watchtower, and which is the Justice League's base, and fighting Superman to save Lex Luthor. So, it's mirrored. And yeah, so like I said, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing bits of that. I don't know if I would go all the way up to the max level, which is level 30, and showing all the missions and stuff. But I could, I've done them all. And, I could, start a quick let's play of, the campaigns. And I would only probably do one campaign at first. Maybe eventually, like, if people wanted to see a hero campaign first, I might go back and, do a villain campaign. Let me know which one you'd be most interested in seeing if I did do it. Because de facto, I would do, for a hero side, I would do Batman. I think Batman's got the most interesting tracks on the hero side. He's got the most interesting missions and stuff. Plus, everybody loves Batman. And on the villain side, I actually think Lex Luthor has the most interesting campaign, not the Joker. So I'd probably, if I were to start a villain, I would do the Joker. And not the Joker, Lex Luthor. And there's also all these different, power sets and roles and everything, but I would explain those, in the actual Let's Play when I was, creating my character rather than, go into it here. But there's several power sets, including some that you have to have either a membership or the DLC to have. I have 2 DLC, and I don't have my membership anymore, but as one of the DLCs unlocks my favorite power set, so I could, probably jump right into that just because it's what I'm most comfortable with. But yeah, so that's my plans for this channel, and this is me. And if you have any other questions or suggestions, then let me know, because I always want to hear your input, because good, bad, I'm the Jigglypuff with a gun. And I'll see you soon.